maraming salamat mga kapatid.
Dahil sa inyong matinding pagsuporta, pati na parami ang mga nanonood sa Facebook Live. At yung mga nakatutok sa akin dyan, sa Visayas,
Historic figures, one epic event. On 30th of July, Sammy defends his Muay Thai world title against Brandon Tai, who always dreamt of facing a legend, while it's all for nothing for Ongla Ensang against Itsjohnryanvlogger. One championship, a new era of martial arts. One championship, battleground.
Maraming salamat po sa inyo mga kapatid. Dahil po sa inyong matinding suporta, lalo pong dumarami ang mga nanonood sa amin dito sa TV5. Kaya't sa mga nanonood po sa amin mula sa Visayas at Mindanao, daghang salamat kaayo sa pagtanaw. Iba po kayo kapatid. Kaya't patuloy lang po ang inspirasyon at pag-asa na hatid namin sa inyo dito sa aming kwento. Dahil iba sa 5!
Carlos Yudo, representing the Philippines for gymnastics. Catch the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 from July 23 to August 8 here on One Sports, an official broadcaster of Tokyo 2020. Yumir Marshall, representing the Philippines, July 23 to August 8 here on One Sports, an official broadcaster of Tokyo 2020. Heidelin Diaz, representing the Philippines for weightlifting. Catch the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 from July 23 to August 8 here on One Sports, an official broadcaster of Tokyo 2020. Sinikap namin pasayahin kayo, kaya pinasayan nyo kami. Maraming salamat. Dahil sa pagtangkilik nyo sa amin, tumaas ang aming viewership. Kaya ngayon, pangalawa na ang TV5 sa ratings. At sa mga kapatid sa Visayas at Mindanao, daghang salamat kaayo sa suporta ug sa pagtanaw. Iba talaga kayo mga kapatid. Iba sa 5. Marcelin Vidal, representing the Philippines for skateboarding. Catch the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 from July 23 to August 8 here on One Sports, an official broadcaster of Tokyo 2020.
10 years of action, 10 years of history, 10 years of one championship. An epic striking battle takes place on the 30th of July. The legendary Sammy defends the one strawweight Muay Thai world title against Prajan Chai, a young Thai world champion who grew up dreaming of facing the veteran icon. One championship, a new era of martial arts.
EJ Obiana, representing the Philippines sa installation. Piliin ang factory default at pindutin ang OK. Pindutin ang password na 0000. Piliin ang yes, sabay pindot ng OK. Piliin ang auto-scan o auto-search at pindutin ang OK. Paglitaw ng search completed, pindutin ang OK. OK, tutok na tayo sa 1PH, 1 Sports at TV5.
Maraming salamat mga kapatid.
dahil sa inyong matinding pagsuporta, pati na parami ang mga nanonood sa Facebook Live. At yung mga nakatutok sa akin dyan, sa Visayas,
6 a.m. simulcast on 1PH. Maayong adlaw mga Tabawenyos! Paparating na ang mas pinalawak at pinalakas na signal ng 1PH, 1 Sports at TV5! Malapit nyo nang mapanood ng mas sa representing the Philippines for Taekwondo. Catch the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 from July 23 to August 8 here on 1 Sports, an official broadcaster of Tokyo 2020. Irish Mando representing the Philippines for boxing. Catch the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 from July 23 to August 8 here on 1 Sports.
1 minute, 1 sport.
consist of 3 3-minute rounds. Major features of the sport include the clashing of offensive and defensive styles, speed, technique, and rhythm. A winner can be determined in a variety of ways. Points awarded by judges. A knockout or KO, where a competitor is unable to resume fighting within 10 seconds. A referee stopped contest or RSC, where a referee decides to end the match. A bandit or EBT, which involves a competitor or coach abandoning the match. Counter-strike or use footwork to gain the upper hand and lead the match. Those rules the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020, from July 23 to August 8 here on One Sports, an official broadcaster of Tokyo 2020.
Magandang umaga mga kapatid!
Ano? Dahil nandito na sila, Ted Fighton at DJ Chacha. Maghahatid ng mga pinaka-importanteng balita.
Department of Health ay sinusulong ang
Pangulong Duterte, handa o manong
Makabuluhang panayam
Sana merong isang maliwanag na patakaran.
at malalim na talakayan.
ang 9-dash line na ito ay walang visa at walang basihan.
But wait, there's more! May papremyo!
Giving away 6,000.
Masayang kamustahan.
Ilan taon na kayo ngayon, Ate Guy?
Hindi mawawala ang nakakabaliw na kulitan.
bawal lumakas. Pero pag nag-comply ka, pwede na.
Tugtugan, meron din sila niyan. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 6 hanggang alas 10 ng umaga sa 1PH sa Signal TV at simulcast sa 92.3 News FM. It's Fighton at DJ Chacha.
Magandang araw mga Cagayanos! Paparating na at row seat and don't miss the action! Catch the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 on Signal TV 5, One Sport, and One Sports Plus. 10 years of action, 10 years of history, 10 years of one championship, 2 historic figures, 1 epic event. The 30th of July, Sammy defends his Muay Thai world title against Brandon Tai, who always
An epic striking battle takes place on the 30th of July. The legendary Sammy defends the One Chip, a new era of martial arts.
Marcelin Vidal, representing the Philippines for skateboarding. Catch the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 from July 23 to August 8 here on One Sports, an official broadcaster of Tokyo 2020. Itsjohnryanvlogger, representing the Philippines for pole.
Matinding suporta, lalo pang dumarami ang mga nanonood ng TV5.
Sa mga nakatutok sa amin mula sa Visayas at Mindanao, lalo na sa mga kababayan ko dyan sa Davao. Daghang salamat!
Sa Hulyo 26, hatid ng News 5 ang special coverage ni President Rodrigo Duterte. Ang huling sona mula alas 3:30 ng hapon dito sa TV5.
10 years of action, 10 years of history, 10 years of one championship. One of the biggest stars in one history hosting an epic comeback on the 30th of July. Former 2 Division 1 World Champion Itsjohnryanvlogger. One championship, a new era of martial art.
Yan ang ligtas na dugo. Kaya naman, samahan niyo kami sa voluntary blood donation activity ngayong buwan ng Hulyo. Let's give blood and keep the world beating. Maayong adlaw sa mga kapatid nating Cebuano. Mas pinalakas at pinalawak pa ang signal ng 1PH, One Sports at TV5. 1PH, One Sports at TV5. Pindutin ang menu sa inyong remote. Pumunta sa settings tapos sa installation. Piliin ang auto-scan o auto-search at pindutin ang OK. Paglitaw ng search completed, pindutin ang OK. Tutok na tayo sa 1PH.
In team events, there are 3 fencers per team and up to 9 bouts. The match ends when the team reaches 45 hits or the end. A fencing fencing bout takes place on a narrow rectangular strip called a piece. Points to defender attack. Nimble footwork is absolutely essential to provide a controlled burst of speed. Elite fencers move at roughly 3 meters per second. However, speed and footwork mean nothing without a strong defense. There are a foil is a thrusting weapon. This means only the tip can be used to score. The opponent's torso is the target. The saber is used for thrusting and cutting. The tip and blade of the weapon can both be used to score. The saber's target is the body above the waist except the weapon hand. The épée is another thrusting weapon. When the target area is touched by a sword, a red or green light on the scoring machine signals the hit, with each colour representing one of the fencers. Often a fencer will parry an attempted attack. They use the lower part of their blade to strike and deflect the tip of their opponent's sword, and may then go on the offensive themselves. An attack launched immediately after a successful parry is called a riposte. This sequence can happen numerous times in a row. Sometimes a fencer will decide it's not necessary to parry and launch into a counter-attack on their opponent. This is fencing.
Maraming salamat mga kapatid.
Dahil sa inyong matinding pagsuporta, hindi na marami ang mga nanonood sa Facebook Live. At yung mga nakatutok sa atin dyan, sa Visayas at Mindanao.
Daghang salamat kaayo sa pagtanaw. Iba talaga kayo kapatid. Tuloy-tuloy lang ang ating kantawanan at saya dahil iba-iba sabay.
Ang tambalang matulog sa AM nasa Radyo 5 na. Ed Fayron at DJ Chacha sa Radyo 5 92.3 News FM Mondays to Fridays 6 AM simulcast on 1PH. Maayong adlaw mga Dabawenyos! Paparating na ang mas pinalawak at pinalakas na signal ng 1PH, 1 Sports at TV5. Malapit nyo nang mapanood ng mas malinaw ang mga palabas ng 1PH, 1 Sports at TV5. Abangan!
Welcome to basketball. A contest between two teams of 5 players who move around an indoor court at speed, using their hands to dribble, pass, and shoot the ball. Points are scored by throwing the basketball through a hoop attached to a board raised off the ground. There is 1 hoop at each end of the court. The highest scoring team wins. Matches are divided into 4 10-minute periods, and the clock is stopped when the ball is not in play. Once a team gains possession, they must arc. Successful shots taken from outside this arc are awarded 3 points. Shots from inside the arc are worth 2 points. 1 point can be scored from a free throw, an unopposed shot at the basket used to punish fouls and other rule breaches. Depending on the offence, the opposing team will be awarded either 1, 2 or 3 shots taken from a static standing position behind the free throw line. When taking a free throw, the basketball rests on one hand while the other is placed on the side of the ball for control and guidance. To release, the shooting arm straightens and the wrist flicks forwards. In open play, scoring is more difficult. A player may evade opposing defenders with a jump shot, leaping into the air while shooting. Timing is key, with the ball released at the peak of the jump. A layup shot is taken on the move.